Hey guys, I am back with my final Fairy Tale Fortnight video. So I hope you have enjoyed Fairy Tale Fortnight. I hope you stopped over at the Book Rat and entered all of the giveaways and tried to get some goodies and all that. But for my last video, I thought it would be fun to do my top 5 favorite fairy tale villains. Number 5, Bluebeard. The guy is just a creep. He kills all of his wives. He marries women and they go missing. He's just a creepy main character to have in a fairy tale. Why we have a fairy tale about him, I'm not sure. I guess it made a really good warning to, girls around a campfire. Number 4, the Snow Queen. I think she's one of the most interesting for villains and kind of provides a lot of intriguing places that you can go with her character when you do a retelling. My favorite treatment of her is definitely in Ursu's and Breadcrumbs. The Snow Queen is just very cold and very regal and sort of emotionless, and so she doesn't think that what she's doing is wrong or bad. She actually thinks that she's helping people by making them cold like her, taking away your feelings so that you don't have to hurt anymore. It's part of what makes her one of my favorite villains. Number 3, various witches, all of the witches. Mostly because I think most of the witches are actually good characters when you stop to think about it, but yet they're still called witches and known as being witches. You have the Sea Witch from The Little Mermaid. She's actually a good character. She's wise and she's trying to help the Little Mermaid, and she tries to warn her and is actually a good character, a really intriguing character. But of course, what we remember her as is Ursula, who is my favorite Disney villain. Just fantastic. I love Ursula so much. We also have other intriguing ones like the witch from Rapunzel. I really want to know her motivations. I want to know why she would trade a child for some stolen lettuce, and why she would lock the child up in the tower, and what has led to these decisions. And then of course you have the ones that are just straight evil. I don't think any case can be made for the witch in Hansel and Gretel. What justification could she possibly have? Number 2, Rumpelstiltskin. He's probably the first one I think of when I think of villains. Snow Queen's right up there, but Rumpel pops to mind. And again, like the witches, it's because I want to know his motivation. Like, why are you going around doing these miraculous weird things like turning straw into gold in exchange for a baby? Like, what are you doing with the babies? What is going on in Rumpelstiltskin's brain? And then having the bizarre condition of you can have your kid back if you can guess my name, and when they guess it or find it out, you get so angry that you literally tear yourself in half, like grab one leg and just pull. What is that? He's an interesting villain for sure. But number 1, definitely that spot goes to the Wicked Queen from Snow White. You cannot get any more perfectly, deliciously villainous than the Evil Queen. You can't. I mean, to have this woman who is raising a child and growing jealous of the child. Most stories say that she starts to become jealous of Snow White around age 7, being so fixated on beauty and that being your only worth that you're going to start looking at your daughter or your stepdaughter and plotting her death so that she can't ever be more beautiful than you. That alone is enough to end her up on the top spot. But that she goes through with it, that she actually gets a woodsman to take Snow White into the woods and cut out Snow White's heart so that she can eat it, so that she can consume Snow White's heart. That is like beyond the pale. And when that doesn't work, to try 3 separate times to kill Snow White with various magicked items, most of which appeal to vanity, definitely earns her that top spot. That sort of single-mindedness and maliciousness and paranoia just make her a really rich, interesting character. So those are my top villains. I would love to hear your top villains. If you have any that you think I should definitely look into, villains of lesser known tales or really good adaptations of any of these, I definitely want to hear about them, and especially if you know of any adaptations that treat any of these villains as the hero of the story and kind of flip it on its head. I love things like that, so let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed Fairy Tale Fortnight, and we will be back to our regular video stuffs very soon. Happy reading!